I didn't go through 4 years of college, of undergrad, to be making the money that I was making there. And you know, sometimes they say you gotta eat shit to eat caviar. I don't even like caviar, but I was trying to eat some shit like so I could eat caviar, but it was not working. So what's up, YouTube? It's your girl King Chris, and I am finally recording a new video this year. This is my first time turning on my camera, 2020. And speak about 2020, I'm already in March. We're in March recording this video, so it's been a crazy start of the year. And as you know by the title, this is a life update, where I've been, how I've been doing, and where's the content and what you guys can expect from me this year. So quickly, you know, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on your post notifications. If you already subscribed, make sure those bells are turned on so you get notified every single time your girl drops a video. So little life update. I don't even know where to start. Honestly, my life is crazy. My life is honestly crazy. Crazy is insane would be a better word, but I'm gonna stick with crazy because like I just been going through a lot ever since graduating last year in May, and I just feel like life has not let up. Like I just been going through battles after battles after battles, and one of the things that I didn't give to you guys was full vulnerability in my postgraduate depression series, and so I'm gonna try to allow some of that in this video, so you guys, you know, don't feel like there's a wall between me and you, because I know that there is one. There's a wall between me and me. So it's just my life has been so difficult. So to start, you guys know I was going through postgrad depression, and I was slowly climbing out of that. I actually was in a relationship. I can't believe I just said that. I actually was in a relationship that like played a huge role in my progress, in my process of postgrad depression. Like I met this wonderful person, I had a really rough time in my life, and he was pretty great in helping me get through my graduation depression, and just there for me every day. So that was cool. And I kind of had just been struggling with getting a job, and with the LSATs, like studying for the LSATs, trying to apply for jobs, even though I wasn't really applying for jobs at the time. So I finally had decided to like really take my job search serious. And well, before that, I'm skipping a part because I don't really want to talk about it. My relationship was pretty much perfect. It was like literally like, but when I say perfect, it was completely flawed, because we are two flawed, fucked up individuals. Like our upbringings, the way we are today, what makes us who we are, like completely fucked up. Like we're fucked up in the head, but we were perfectly fucked up on some, like, I don't know, it was just perfect. And I guess all good things come to an end, like they say, or whatever. I don't believe in that, but our relationship started to get a little bit difficult. We started to have a little bit we had a little bit of issues, and yeah, life got in the way. Our relationship was definitely being tested, and we didn't withstand the tests of time. I don't want to get into it. I really don't. Maybe I'll do a story time. I promise you guys, I'm not like keeping a wall between us. It's just that I really don't want to get into it right now. But our relationship, I can't believe I tried to skip that whole part. Our relationship was really well. It was going really well. Like we had couple months in, and our families began to merge. Like my family was his and his family was mine, and then we hit a really rough patch where our relationship was being tested. And to be honest, I couldn't do it, and I don't think he could have done it either, even though like he never vocalized that, but I knew without him saying it. So life got in the way, and yeah, I decided to take my LSAT over once I got my scores back in November, and was studying for the LSATs and applying for jobs and taking that a little bit more seriously, since I couldn't live without an income anymore. But in that time, the day before Thanksgiving, my father was sick. My father was in the hospital, and he had a stroke, and I was contacted by my family. Letting me know that my father was sick and that they weren't letting anybody back there to see him and to know his status. And so I was like freaking out, like, you know, I was thinking the worst case scenario. And at the time, me and my boyfriend were already broken up, but we were still communicating. And so I reached out and I told him, like, look, I'm going through a lot. I reached out like for support, and I told him what was going on, and he was there for me through that. Morally, he was there for me, and even though we weren't together. And it was just like a real hard time, because I was going through a breakup and felt like I was losing my father at the same time. And not only that, in my relationship, like, one of the things that I learned from my relationship was that, like, one of the things I learned in my relationship was that I have like abandonment issues and inadequacy issues that stem from my relationship with my father. And it was never directly my father's fault that these issues developed. It was just the fact that the space, like, so those of you that know and that know me know that my father lives in Panama, and well, he lives in Panama, and for about like the last 15 years he's been in Panama. And yeah, so these issues developed in my childhood, and they were being triggered in my relationship, whether it had anything to do with my relationship or not. I realized that I had shit that I had to get through too. And so at this time that my relationship triggered those issues that stemmed from my childhood with my relationship with my father, and now my father is in the hospital sick, and it was just a lot. It was a lot, honestly. And thankfully he texted me the next day and he was fine, and he was like, I'm good, yo, I'm straight. Like, and I was like, yo, I thought we lost you. And I was scared, and he was like, nah, like, you know, I'm good. My dad is so resilient. Like, I see where I get my resilience from. Like, I'm a fighter just like him. Like, I will not give up. I will not quit. My father was out the next week of the hospital, working again, making his money, cooking his own food. He had suffered injuries, I believe it was to the right side of his body, like where he lost movement and mobility, but he gained it back so quickly. He was making such a quick recovery. And I was just so proud of my dad. And in this time, we like really tightened our bond. Like, we were on FaceTime every day. One of the hardest parts of our relationship for me was the fact that, like, the distance. So like, I guess FaceTiming him almost every day after the stroke was real comforting, because it was like the closest I've been to my father in a long time. And so I was getting through that, dealing with that. And also I had got hired at a job. I got hired at a job, and I was doing paralegal. I was working in my field. My life was like, you know, kind of sort of somewhat together, not together. Like, it was like together in this weird disastrous masterpiece. You know, like in the midst of all that mess, I like was trying to just find the silver lining in all those clouds. And so I was working there, and I was okay. I was pretty okay. I was content because it was in my field. I was getting the experience that I needed on my resume. And talking to my dad every day, you know, and it kind of also like, so losing my boyfriend and like almost losing my dad to strengthening my relationship with my dad. And that time, like, we realized how important time is. Like, I can't stress this enough how much 2020 has shown me that, like, when you think you know what the fuck you're doing, you don't. And when you think you got a hold of it, okay, not when you think you know what you're doing, when you think you've got a hold of life and you got it figured out, like, life has a funny way of humbling you and showing you that, you know, it could all change in a matter of seconds. And so just having that relationship with my dad, that emphasis, like the strength that came from that situation, that's such a horrible situation, like it helped me heal and get through my breakup better than I would have if I had to have done it like alone. And I was working at this place as a paralegal. It was cool. Like I said, I was making money and I was paying my bills, and my attendance wasn't that great. And so they fired the girl. They terminated my assignment with them, and I'm assuming it's because of attendance, because like I don't really see what other reason they would have had besides that. And yeah, my attendance wasn't that great at all, so I'm just gonna assume that that's what happened. And they terminated my assignment 2 weeks before me leaving to Cali. And it was like, okay, it was almost like it was God, because I already had been like thinking about like leaving. I had been telling my coworker a week before, like, yo, I want to go. Like, I feel like I'm wasting my time here, because yes, I was making a check, but I feel like I was settling. Like, this is not my calling. Like, I'm not, like, you're a paralegal doing more so administrative work, and that's not like, yeah, the experience in months was definitely gonna be on my resume, and is definitely on my resume, but realistically the experience that I was looking for, I was not getting at that job, and the pay wasn't that great. So it wasn't great at all. Like, I didn't go through 4 years of college, of undergrad, to be making the money that I was making there. And you know, sometimes they say you gotta eat shit to eat caviar. I don't even like caviar, but I was trying to eat some shit like so I could eat caviar, but it was not working. So it was like God forcing me to be in alignment with myself, because I was not in alignment with myself at that job. So 2 weeks before I go to Cali, your girl's assignment was terminated. And I was like, good, I don't have to put in time for Cali, even better, right? And so right after I was terminated, I was on a roll. I was on fire with interviews before this whole coronavirus thing came about. And I was just on a roll. Like, I was just hitting it. Like, I had an interview. She calls me at 5:30, asked me if I'm still at the office, knowing damn well they kicked us out the office at 4:59 with 59 seconds. No, I'm not at the office. You know I'm not at the office. And when she asked me, I already knew what it was. But like I said, she called me at 5:30, and I had scheduled the interview at 7 p.m. Somebody was calling me to be in their office at 9 o'clock. I was like, bet. So those dogs are so annoying. So I also had more time for my law school applications. I got to finish my law school applications for 2 other schools that I was looking forward to going to. I got to finish this fellowship application for law school. I was just getting more in touch with myself. So I was like, yo, this is a blessing from God. This wasn't like, you know, he didn't close the door because he just closed it. Like, this door needed to be closed, and I needed to be pushed to to reach my potential. Like, I was real comfortable there making a check, but I don't want to be comfortable making a check. So fast forward to my trip to Cali, where I was visiting 2 law schools. One is my dream law school, and the other one was like a safety school that I was thinking about applying to, which was Southwestern Law School, and UCLA, which is my dream law school. And both these events went really well and really great. And I say and a lot. While both of these events were great, I got to learn different things from both of them. At the Southwestern event, it was more of a networking opportunity, getting to meet people who have been in my shoes and are in the shoes that I want to be in, and ask them questions to get advice. And then UCLA was more of a campus tour, where I got to just solidify the fact that I love UCLA and I want to go there like tomorrow. But yeah, so that was pretty much my trip until I got a phone call. It was around 5:30 p.m. in LA, the day I was supposed to be coming back. I was flying back on March 3rd back to New York, and I got a phone call stating that my father passed away. And when I got the phone call, I was driving, and it was a phone call, but they had texted me like, your father passed. And it was the worst way that anybody could ever find out about your parent passing away. Like, I didn't know what to do. Like, my body kind of went into this shock where, like, I couldn't even see, couldn't move, and I had to pull over and like call the person back and, you know, get the details. But it was so strange, like the way my body felt, the way my mind felt, the way my heart felt. Everything just felt disconnected, and like in its different departments and processing at different times, and it was just like horrible. And that's just pretty much where I've been for the past 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since then, and I still don't know what or how I feel or what to do, or like what the fuck I'm doing, period. Like, what the fuck is life? What does the universe want from me? What else? Like, bruh, like, when I tell you the universe has not let up, the universe has not let up. Like, I've been going through it consistently with no mercy. Like, and I know better than to question God's timing, and I know better than to think that my plans for myself are greater than the ones that God has planned for me. But it's hard to stay positive, see the light, and be okay through all this shit. Because I'm not okay. Like, I'm just and this is why I don't record, because it's like I don't want to be on here. Like, one of the hardest parts of my postgraduate depression series was that it was always, you know, not negative or something bad. Like, it was something bad always. Like, I was updating you guys about, like, depression is not like the most positive thing in the world. But I'm not a person, if you know me personally, you know I'm a happy-go-lucky, see the brighter side of everything, always seeing the glass half full and half empty. Like, I am very optimistic, and so to be in this depression stage, to be in this darkness, it's difficult for me just to maneuver personally. And so I just lose my creative side. I just shut down, and I've been shutting down. I've just been like, this coronavirus couldn't have come at a better time. Like, honestly, like, good. Give me a reason not to have to look for a job. Give me a reason not to get out of my bed every morning. Like, give me a reason so that I have an excuse to sit here and lay in my depression. Like, my grieving process has been extremely weird. I don't know. I don't have any emotions. I don't feel anything. I don't want to do shit. I don't have interest for anything. Like, for the first time ever, you guys, I don't have an interest in, like, my law school applications. I don't care for anything, really. Like, you guys don't know how much it took out of me to beat my face and do this video. I'm like, let me just do it because I should do it. I should. My dad would want me to continue my YouTube. Like, he loved my YouTube channel. Once he found out that I had a YouTube channel, I told him about it like when he was in the hospital. So he would not stop watching my videos. He would call me and my videos would be playing in the background. I'm like, Dad, I could hear myself. Like, it was weird hearing myself. And I know he would want for me to drop videos. If he was still here today, he would want to see these videos out, and he just was so proud of me. And I knew that in the last days that he was here on this earth with us, he made it known. He made it known how much he loved me. He's always made it known, but for some reason this time it felt different. This time it felt like it was just, I don't know, it was so intense. It was so intense, I guess, experiencing something like a stroke, a near life death situation, you know, and then to be followed by death. It's just crazy. Like I said, my life has been crazy, has not let up, and I know that there's people out there that go through worse, and that's not to invalidate my feelings or to take away from what I'm going through. It's just a reality of it all. And yeah, this is my life update. This is your King Chris. Like, I spent most of today going through our old emails and our old messages, just seeing how we spoke to each other. We were so, like, we were partners. We were like really, like, we had this bond, this love that nobody would really understand, and it was hard for anybody to understand. Like, to be like nobody would really understand. Nobody. Like, my dad was always in Panama, and we had a love like if we were always together, like the way we spoke to each other. And so yeah, I'm gonna end this video before I get super emotional, because it's not what I came out here to do. I just kind of came out here to give you guys a life update, tell you guys where I have been, what I have been up to, and yeah, kind of break that wall between us and let you guys in on my life for real, and all the drama, I guess, craziness, the madness of your girl King Chris. But this year, you guys can definitely expect me to be more consistent with my YouTube, regardless of whatever, like, or regardless of whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm going through. I'm gonna be way more consistent, because I know my father would have liked that of me. He would like for me to keep dropping videos, and he would like for me to keep grabbing life by the balls. And these dogs, don't shut up. The universe does not let up. I can't even record a video. But yeah, my father would want nothing less of me. He would want for me to continue my videos and continue grabbing life by the balls and keep being the badass that I am. Like, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, like, now I feel this fire in my soul, is like rage in my heart that I gotta do everything. Like, I have to put my heart into everything that I do. I already put my heart into everything that I do. I put, like, if you know me, you know how I feel about love and how I feel about, like, my heart and being passionate about stuff. So I already moved like that, but like now I feel like, ooh, like I want to come for it 10 times harder now. Like, I'm gonna do that to the max, period, to the max. I'm gonna do it to the max. I'm gonna do everything that I already wanted to do, and any new projects that I want to take on. I'm gonna just be the best at everything that I do, and I'm gonna do it for my dad. I'm gonna do it for my father. I'm gonna do it for my old man in the sky, my angel, my little sweet face. Yep. So that is my life, you guys. If you guys want more videos, more content, make sure y'all give me a thumbs up. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Please turn on your post notifications. please, now. Thank you. I'll wait. Okay, you did it? All right. And you guys will see me in the next one.